surnamed Pius, for many good and great deserts to Rome. A nobler man, a braver warrior, lives not this day within the city walls. He by the Senate is asseted home from weary wars against the barbarous Goths, that with his sons, a terror to our foes, hath yoked a nation strong, trained up in arms. 10 years are spent since first he undertook this cause of Rome, and chastised with arms our enemies' pride. 5 times he hath returned bleeding to Rome, bearing his valiant sons in coffins from the field. And now at last, laden with horror's spoils, returns the good Andronicus to Rome. Renowned Titus, flourishing in arms, let us entreat, by honor of his name, whom worthily you would have now succeed, and in the Capitol and Senate's right, whom you pretend to honor and adore, that you withdraw you and abate your strength, dismiss your followers, and, as suitors should, plead your deserts in peace and humbleness. Saturninus, how fair the tribune speaks to calm my thoughts. Bassianus, Marcus Andronicus, so I do ally in thy uprightness and integrity, and so I love and honor thee and thine. Thy noble brother Titus and his sons, and her to whom my thoughts are humbled all, gracious Lavinia, Rome's rich ornament, that I will here dismiss my loving friends, and to my fortunes and the people's favor commit my cause in balance to be weighed. Exeunt the followers of Bassianus. Saturninus, friends, that have been thus forward in my right, I thank you all, and here dismiss you all, and to the love and favor of my country commit myself, my person, and the cause. Exeunt the followers of Saturninus. Rome, be as just and gracious unto me, as I am confident and kind to thee. Open the gates, and let me in. Bassianus, tribunes, and me, a poor competitor. Flourish. Saturninus and Bassianus go up into the Capitol. Enter a captain. Captain, Romans, make way! The good Andronicus, patron of virtue, Rome's best champion, successful in the battles that he fights, with honor and with fortune is returned from where he circumscribed with his sword, and brought to yoke the enemies of Rome. Drums and trumpets sounded. Enter Marcius and Mucius. After them, 2 men bearing a coffin covered with black. Then Lucius and Quintus. After them Titus Andronicus, and then Tamara, with Alarbus, Demetrius, Chiron, Aaron, and other Goths prisoners. Soldiers and people following. The bearers set down the coffin, and Titus speaks. Titus Andronicus. Hail, Rome, victorious in thy mourning weeds! Lo, as the bark that hath discharged her fraught returns with precious jading to the bay, from whence at first she weighed her anchorage, cometh Andronicus, bound with laurel boughs, to re-salute his country with his tears, tears of true joy for his return to Rome. Thou great defender of this capital, stand gracious to the rights that we intend. Romans, of 25 valiant sons, half of the number that King Priam had, behold the poor remains, alive and dead. These that survive, let Rome reward with love. These that I bring unto their latest home, with burial amongst their ancestors. Here Goths have given me leave to sheathe my sword. Titus, unkind and careless of thine own, why sufferest thou thy sons, unburied yet, to hover on the dreadful shore of Styx? Make way to lay them by their brethren. The tomb is opened. There greet in silence, as the dead are wont, and sleep in peace, slain in your country's wars. O sacred receptacle of my joys, sweet cell of virtue and nobility, how many sons of mine hast thou in store, that thou wilt never render to me more? Lucius.